Hello, my practical people. Welcome to another episode of The Practical Therapist. Today, I will discuss how to create a list of what I like to call functional first words. This episode will be helpful if you have a toddler who is not yet talking, or even an older child who does not seem to be talking at an age appropriate level. However, in order to create this functional first words list, you must first understand what constitutes a child's first words and how many words a child should have by the time they reach a certain age. So, let's quickly discuss what typically constitutes a child's first words and how many words they should have. Typically, developing children will begin to say their first words between the ages of 12 to 15 months. Some late talkers may not begin until they're 18 months old. However, by age 2, most typically developing children know or understand around 50 words. At this point, a 2-year-old should also begin to put simple 2-word phrases together, such as juice please, go truck, or mommy go. Most first words consist of nouns, objects, and verbs, actions. However, when a parent comes to me with the following statement, my 2 or 3-year-old child is not talking, the first question I ask them is, are there any words that your child says regularly despite not talking as much as he or she should? The parent or caregiver will typically reply with what I call the usual words, hi, bye, mama, dada, and no. So in this case, technically the child can talk. However, they are not saying nearly the amount of words that are expected at their age. Therefore, in my years of practice, I have developed what I like to call a list of the functional first words. Although this can sometimes be hard to develop and follow through, let's say in a daycare setting, given the typical teacher to student ratio, I find that this strategy is most successful and effective when it can be developed and implemented at home. So next, I will list some developmental principles that I adhere to, along with new strategies and techniques that I incorporate, which I have developed over the years of working in the homes of families providing early intervention services. So let's talk about the developmental principles. First, we need to commit to teaching nouns and verbs. For example, children first learn that a dog, which is a thing, a noun, is called a dog before they ever learn about its attributes. For example, a dog can be big or a dog can be black. With regard to verbs, children learn about their immediate world through exploration and play. And play, in turn, requires actions such as running, jumping, kicking, swinging, etc. So now that you know this, you may be thinking, okay, how do I put this all together? I'm glad you asked. Here's where the strategies and techniques that I have developed come into play. Let's talk about the strategies now. Search your home for toys and other items that your child encounters on a regular basis. Functional items such as a sippy cup, toys such as a baby doll, ball, cars, bubbles, blocks, or educational materials such as a book or crayons can be identified as the first set of functional nouns that your child will encounter. The goal here is to identify and label these items for your child so that he or she can begin to make the connection and association between a tangible object and the word that connects to it. The first functional set of nouns should be items within your child's immediate environment that he or she can access. For example, it would not make sense for a child to learn what a trampoline is if they have never seen one or been exposed to one, but they have various balls such as a basketball or kickball in the house, but they only point to it, whine or cry for it, or just pick it up and bring it to you because they have not learned the vocabulary word for that item, and it's available and within your home. Next, make a chart or list of the words so that your list can be modified as many times as necessary, as your child hopefully begins to learn and master the names of various items within their immediate environment that they have been introduced to. When it comes to implementing functional first actions, your action words can be derived from the list of nouns that you created. For example, if your child is currently working on being able to identify what a ball is and verbally request a ball, the next step would be to demonstrate how to play with the ball. Here is where technique comes into play. The technique would be pairing nouns and verbs that go together. So, using the ball example, you could kick the ball around the living room or outside, wherever you have space, while constantly repeating the name of the item. For example, saying, ball, my ball, I got the ball, all the while placing emphasis on the word ball. Afterwards, you can repeat the action that you are doing with the ball as you kick it around. For example, saying the word kick, kick, kick several times as you kick the ball while demonstrating the action with your leg and foot in motion. These direct language opportunities for learning should be done frequently throughout the week, 3 to 5 times per week if possible, so that memorization begins to take place. In this case, the old saying, practice makes perfect, applies here. So as you can see in this video, bubbles is a highly desirable item for this patient. And so what I did is I took a picture of some bubbles, I laminated it using Velcro, and I put it next to another item that the patient also found highly desirable. And I used these different items as functional first words for this patient. The reason I say they're functional first words is because bubbles is something that I brought with me to the home when I was seeing this patient. I always had a container of bubbles on me or a bubble machine, and the parents also likewise purchased bubbles and purchased a similar bubble machine. So bubbles became one of this patient's environmental words that she could hear daily, that she could also practice vocalizing the word and practice either producing or approximating the word, and then being rewarded with the actual tangible item. So again, going back to what I said in my podcast, that's at the beginning of this entire video, I wanted you as the person watching the video now to be able to actually see how what I spoke about was applied in actual therapy in practice.
327.1. This is DP. We are working on functional first words. Are you ready? What do you see? What you want? Bubbles? Bubbles? That's right. Shh. It's okay. She's fine. Bubbles? Bubbles. She could. There we go. Bubbles. What's that? What's that? Bubbles. Good job, big girl. What is this? Bubbles. I get it. Ooh. What's that? Bubbles. 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 You want to press it? It's right here. You want to get it? That's it. Yep. There you go. Push it. Good job. That's it. That's it. See, you did it. You did it. What'd you do? Can you ask for it, please? Yes, ma'am. But see that? You see how she's pushing her finger? That's fine motor skills. You want to do it again? You gonna push it? You're not gonna do it? You gonna do it? Yeah, there you go. She's like, I'm over it. You over it?
All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.